codes from the Google given by great people on the relevant topics. Try to understand them, try to remember them, reproduce in the answers. We'll also get good number of codes even on the topics of international relations. So yes, a careful work on quotations and statements related to these four subjects and adding them as part of the answer will greatly improve your scores. Take it for granted.
Thank you, sir. So, we've talked about quotations, we've talked about linking the subject with current affairs. So, while we are writing an answer, there is something called brownie points, like which sets us apart from rest of the papers. So, according to you, what further needs to be done to earn those brownie points?
See, especially when you write the answers for the questions in the GS paper too, apart from what we have discussed, like looking at the previous year's questions, linking current affairs as value addition, and also using quotations. See, I have seen the toppers' answers. In most cases, they are able to give very good introductions and conclusions. So you should work on introductions and conclusions for every major topic in the mains exam in GS paper 2. You should be ready with best and the better introductions and conclusions for if you're writing on federalism, if you're writing on governor. So what could be the best introduction for governor? What could be the best introduction conclusion for governor? You should work them. So you should have ready conclusions and introductions for several topics in the syllabus. In addition to that, apart from introductions and conclusions, whenever you write in the answers, try to underline the keywords. Make sure that if there is an amendment to the constitution in the recent past, for example, 106th amendment provided one-third of the seats to women in the Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly. So when you are writing on women, make use of amendments, recent amendments. Make use of recent laws made by Parliament. Make use of schemes, policies, and missions initiated by Government of India in the recent past. And make use of the judgments of the Supreme Court. If all these are made part of your answer, that's again a great value addition and makes the answer much more meaningful and effective to the examiner. So, good introductions, good conclusions, using keywords, underlining keywords, all this is very much necessary, apart from using quotations and statements.
Thank you, sir. So this entire series is about scoring high, not just scoring normal. So if I ask you, what is the ideal answer, combining all the points you've given, describe an ideal answer which will give me high score.
See, if you take GS1, GS2 and GS3, there are two kinds of questions coming. The first 10 questions, each question carries 10 marks. The last 10 questions, each question carries 15 marks. And UPSC itself has made it very clear. For the first 10 questions, every answer must be written in 150 words. For the last 10 questions, every answer must be written in 250 words. So you should keep the word limit and time limit before you. When you are asked to answer for 20 questions, if you know too much about a topic, if you start writing lengthy answers, you will not end up with answering all the questions. So this comes only by practice. So within that 150 words, introduction, body, conclusion. So if you know too much, try to prioritize. Try to write the most important points. Then you can cut it to size. If you know little, it is easy to expand. But if you know too high, cutting it to size sometimes becomes very difficult. If a student is well informed and knowledgeable, he knows a lot on the topic, cutting it to size is a problem. How can you do that? If you know 20 points on a topic, out of these 20 topics, what are the 6, 7 most important points? You try to write them if you don't have time. And especially when you write the answers in GS1, 2, 3, GS2 also, if you write in small paragraphs, answers, it will take a lot of time. So write a good introduction. Then if you have limited time, try to write your demand of the answer in the form of points. Try to give number to the points because the examiner will be measuring. I might have written 8 points, you might have written 10 points. So those who have written more points will obviously get more marks. So giving numbers instead of arrow marks is again very important. So good introduction, body, you can write it in the form of points, conclusion, using keywords, underlining keywords, linking current affairs, linking judgments, policies, wherever it is relevant. This will make a very ideal and good answer. Okay. And it all comes through practice.
Okay.
That's why I tell the students on daily basis, at least the current affairs related to GS paper 2, try to pick one topic which has been in the news and try to write one answer. If you do answer writing for the next 1 year, like one or two answers every day, you will be writing answers for 365 questions for a period of 1 year. So that's a great practice. Every time when you write, you should learn where I can improve. What are my strengths? If you have strengths, retain that. If there are some gaps, try to fill these gaps based on the input which you get from the teacher like me, or you can also get inputs from the topper's answers. Every time when you write, compare your answer with the topper's answer. You will get to know where you need to improve upon. That's how you need to improve upon. Even there are toppers like Ananya Reddy, she said one very big reason why she could score very high and get a very good rank is she had a look at the topper's answers for all the papers, and she tried to learn how to write good answers on the basis of how toppers have done. So this should be the strategy for GS paper.
Okay. Thank you so much for your insights, sir. For more such content, follow our channel, Anamaya IAS Academy. And for personalized guidance, please contact the number given here. Looking forward to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidisha.